Hello, hello. Welcome to a very special episode of the Business Cut.
The fast cut?
Yeah, the really fast cut. So ghosts are
Super
infecting Jake's
speedy.
computer. And they tell us they're going to kill us if we don't release an episode that is a tight 30 minutes long. So here we are. Yeah, so very weird opening, but hello and welcome back. I'm Matthew.
I'm Alex. This is bonus episode 103. This is 103?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, basically, the fast cut, fast business cut. We're talking about ads again, and we're talking about fast food ads in a very fast bracket. So Alex and I are going to go head to head, and rather than doing a little ad tier list, we're going to debate to consensus.
Yeah, so I'm sending my first ad in the chat now, Matt. All right,
Wow, only
let me know.
99 cents.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Nice. Yeah. Huh.
So this is the Taco Bell Mexican pizza commercial. It starts off where it's someone cutting and pulling a slice of Mexican pizza, and they're doing a steamy, sultry description like Mexican pizza, cheese, tomatoes, crunchy, thin, and it is very uncomfy. And then it zooms out and it's on a TV screen and it gets rewinded, and you see that there's a Chihuahua with a vaguely racist accent watching this pizza commercial. I think implied jacking off to it.
Definitely implied like he's at half-mast kind of thing.
He's getting off. Yeah, he's getting off to this Mexican pizza.
Yeah, I'm going to say it. That might be the least appetizing food I've ever seen in a commercial.
So bad. The cheese looked so waxy. The thing is so thick. It's stuffed with meat, but not in a good way. It looks awful.
And there's just these huge chunks of tomato on the top.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, dude.
It
looks so absolutely fucking repulsive.
There's something messed up where they're like, it would be really great marketing. I think we would really get viewers to come eat the Mexican pizza if we show a dog getting horny to it. That's really good. Good job, Taco Bell.
Yeah,
but
it's honestly,
anyway.
Last thing, and then I'll introduce mine and we'll get into it. But it's such a baffling commercial because it is an objective failure on every single metric.
Yeah. It does
wild.
not do a good job at all.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and send mine. It's a little on the long side, but just give it a little watch.
Hey, that's okay. I'll watch it right now. Wow, this is setting up a vibe.
It's very atmospheric. It drips with atmosphere.
Wow, that's not how I expected that ad to end, and I'm kind of disappointed that that's how it ended.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. So, audience, the ad I selected here is the Burger King Scary Clown Night ad. The essential premise is a teen is leaving their home, and suddenly is being pursued by a Ronald McDonald-esque clown on a tricycle. A Stranger Things type synthwave kicks in as they bike away from their home as fast as possible, and more clowns start to filter out and begin to chase them, and they run to the only place they can think of, Burger King, where Ronald McDonald has already beat them there and says that he wants a Whopper.
Okay, here's what's crazy to me about this ad. They set it up where all the clowns are the bad guys, and then it's okay, but the clowns want Burger King. So, what? Why?
So, I think the lore there is this was part of a promotion. Scary Clown Night became a thing at Burger Kings in certain cities where you showed up for Scary Clown Night dressed as clown and got a free Whopper. So I think that's
interesting.
I think they could have made a more effective ad by dropping that specific angle. But I understand why it's there.
Did they? Okay. Because it feels like they're setting it up to be a dig at McDonald's, right? It feels like this came out after the killer clowns on college campuses thing, and then they were clowns are scary, you should come to Burger King instead because we don't have to do anything.
This would have been
with
about
clowns.
the exact same time. This would have been
right?
October of 2017, which I think is when that was all happening.
Yeah, so it's I wonder if McDonald's lost revenue because of clowns.
Probably.
I wonder if people...
Damn. Yeah, it's right around that time.
So it's like, did Burger King construct the killer clown
Honestly?
scare?
They may have manufactured that as viral marketing. Imagine killing someone for viral marketing.
Powerful.
Capitalism.
Imagine, on the other hand, getting a half chub looking at a disgusting piece of pizza for viral marketing.
Honestly, I think this teenager would have the exact same response if the Taco Bell dog with the Mexican pizza had been outside their house.
I thought you were going to say this teenager with the exact same response watching the commercial for the Mexican pizza.
Whoa, Alex, don't throw accusations. I'm not talking about a teenager's sexual preferences here.
Hey, good for you.
Thank you.
The
Anyway,
fast business
I
cut.
bet they would have sex with a clown, though.
The dog? Yeah.
And the Mexican pizza.
Do you think the clowns would get boners looking at the Mexican pizza?
Yes. I think Ronald McDonald might be a genuine villain, you know?
Yeah. Did you ever watch the Ronald McDonald kids cartoon?
No. What? Hit me with the 30-second premise
Well,
here.
so it was a TV show, and it was Ronald McDonald and friends living in fast food world. And I only remember one episode because, like all good cartoon TV shows back in the 2000s, it had an episode where all the characters get turned into babies, and that was always my favorite one. This is where the Hamburglar comes from.
Oh. Huh.
There were other characters there too, I think.
Like Grimace?
I don't think Grimace was there.
Why is his... Anyway, we're getting off topic. Comparing these ads, like, at their base level, Scary Clown Night is trying to invoke a very specific atmosphere. It maybe falls short of actually selling you on the product. I will say this definitely doesn't make me want to eat Burger King, mostly because I hate Burger King. But the Taco Bell ad, the Mexican pizza is the least appetizing thing I've literally seen in my entire life.
Okay, but there's not even food in the Burger King ad. It's just clowns. And they just say they're hungry, and then the commercial ends.
They're trying to order a Whopper, but there's no staff at the Burger King.
That's the real horror of this ad.
Yeah, you think?
To be fair, I think the Taco Bell Mexican pizza also works very hard to establish tone.
True, it does have like a kind of sultry voice and a horny dog.
Yeah.
And sultry music. Honestly, that would not be out of place in like an 80s porno.
Yeah, true. Okay, but here's the thing. We're keeping this episode tight. We're keeping it quick. So I think we have to come to a decision right now.
And it has to be unanimous because there's only two of us.
Yeah, there's only two of us, so we have to agree. Want to count down from 3, and we'll just say the ads at the same time of what we're thinking, and then we can go from there?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Scary
Mexican
Clown
pizza.
Night. God damn it, Matt.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, go for it.
No, you pitch me on Mexican pizza one more time.
So thinking about which one's funnier.
Okay. Yeah.
Horny dog. Funnier than
Horny dog
Scary
funny.
Clown.
Horny dog funny.
Honestly, actually, now that that left my mouth, I regret saying it out loud.
I do think you're right, though, in that. I feel like what's disappointing to me about the Scary Clown video is that it, like, gears it up to be, like, bashing McDonald's, right? Like, one of the clowns is Ronald McDonald. And then it just, like, doesn't really do it. I wanted the Burger King to come in and beat the shit out of Ronald McDonald.
Dude,
and
if
save
the
this
Burger
kid from the
King
clowns.
came and saved the kid, that would have been sick.
That would have been so good. So I'm disappointed. You know what? You've convinced me. I'm changing my vote. Horny pizza. Sorry, Mexican pizza.
It's the same thing.
Well, okay, no, we should actively not synonymize horny and Mexican, Matt.
Sorry,
seems like
I'm
bad.
more so saying specifically the Mexican pizza.
The
from
Mexican
Taco
pizza
Bell
is horny.
is
Pizza.
a horny
Yeah,
pizza.
you're
not
right.
that
It
any
is-
Mexican pizza is.
The Mexican pizza I've heard is an aphrodisiac. That's why they had to stop selling it, and then they bring it back. It's like Taco Bell is like affecting the world's population with Mexican pizza.
True. I will say, with that said, Scary Clown Night is probably a better ad.
Oh, certainly. Almost certainly.
But the Mexican pizza is it just fits better in anyway, on to the other side of this matchup. You went first this time, so I'll go first on the next one.
Okay. Incredible choice. It's back.
Yeah, so I selected the I don't know what the actual title of this commercial is. It's the Noid is back. The Noid came back in 2021 after lying dormant like a powerful creature. If you don't know who the Noid is, like many of you may not, the Noid is a pizza-loving gremlin guy. He's a nasty little guy.
He's a nasty little guy.
He really wants Domino's pizza, I think.
But he doesn't have any money, so he can't pay for it. So his only option is to delay the delivery and try and stop it from making it to you on time.
Yeah, and you gotta avoid the Noid. So, background here. The Noid was introduced in, like, the 1980s, probably, and was, like, a mascot of Domino's for a really long time. And I feel like I lived in a hell dimension for years where I, like, had seen this referenced on the internet somewhere as a child, but, like, no one knew what I was talking about anytime I'd bring it up. Until finally, I'm sitting, I think I'd had, like, dinner at my parents', and I'm sitting just, like, watching TV. I don't have cable at my house because why would I pay for cable? So I don't, no commercials. And lo and fucking behold, a certain red little creature pops his head into view and begins sending just a shockwave of emotion straight to my prefrontal cortex. As I begin trying to get everyone's attention, being like, it's the Noid. And unfortunately, this ad is 30 seconds long, which isn't a large amount of time for anyone to get to the TV and see what the hell I'm talking about. So, yet again, the Noid elusively slips by view of anyone else. And honestly, I started to believe that maybe I was the only one that knew what the Noid was. However, 594,000 people have seen this video. They don't know what they know what the Noid is.
Matt, or you've watched this video that many times.
Oh, God. Yeah, so the Noid, there's a lot to break down here, but we'll get into it once you send yours over my way, Alex.
Yeah, here it is. I feel like you're going to know the reference in this one, so no surprises here. So I pitched the KFC RoboCop collab. There are actually 3 of these commercials, all the Colonel as RoboCop, and this one in particular, he walks up on like some like street gang and there's some KFC and he scans the chicken and he goes, all white meat. And then he sees someone leaning against a wall and he scans the guy and he goes, hungry boy. And then he throws the white meat chicken directly into the guy's mouth and shouts, enjoy. And then the commercial ends. I thought it was very funny that the Kentucky Colonel was also RoboCop. And that's why I pitched this one.
I want to switch one of my ads to this dinner party one where the RoboCop Colonel Sanders says that he'll have to kill you if he tells you the secret recipe. God damn, that's good.
It's so good.
Honestly, I think that this is a matchup for the ages, and a lot I want to break down.
Yeah.
Starting first with, I think there's some political subtext going on here in both of these that's really interesting. Firstly, the Noid. Clearly, the premise of the Domino's ad, a self-driving car is delivering your pizza, and the Noid is pissed about that. Yeah. So, honestly, I think the Noid, regressive Luddite maybe, or just cares about keeping people employed.
So here's my thing about the Noid. he's stopping drivers, right? Like that's the Noid's thing. He's like breaking the road. He's trying to stop cars. I don't think the Noid is, a Luddite. I think the Noid is just very pro public transit. And he's like, stop driving these cars to deliver pizza.
An
Do a
environmentalist,
bus.
maybe.
Take a subway. Take a train. Yeah.
So I had kind of thought of the Noid as a bit anti-capitalist, maybe.
Oh, sure. Totally. He absolutely is.
That's why he has no money.
Yep.
Pro-public transportation. He's pro-public good, really,
Yeah. Yeah. He's
And then
very anti-waste. One set of clothes.
that he's worn since 1983. And then on the other hand, you've got this RoboCop reboot where, like, RoboCop as a film carries a lot of political subtext and is ostensibly like I don't know.
Lost when you turn into Colonel Sanders?
No, not at all. I was going to say transports over. So RoboCop also, I don't know if the right word is anti-corporation or anti privacy overreach.
Could be.
It is a very have you seen RoboCop?
I have, yeah. A long time ago.
Yeah, okay, fair. It is like the sort of, in a lot of ways, is not a propaganda film, despite featuring a robot cop, because you're forced to sort of put into perspective this idea that the state is going to continue to use you even after your death, essentially.
Yeah.
And how that slots into talking about Colonel Sanders becoming Robo Sanders,
Yeah.
It poses the question, how did this happen,
Well,
And-
it's like...
Go ahead.
What's interesting about that is, I feel like recent Colonel Sanders ads, like KFC ads for the last couple years, are all like, oh, this actor's playing Colonel Sanders now, and they're going to do it for a little while, and then it's going to switch over, and it'll be someone new. And it's like, Colonel Sanders never dies. He's always brought back. And I feel like that ties in with RoboCop really well.
Yeah, weirdly enough, it does. It's like a pretty natural fit. So, this idea of, on some level, maybe controversial. I could see the Noid and Colonel Sanders teaming up.
Ooh. Wow.
Do you buy it?
They're stopping your pizza delivery, bringing you chicken instead.
Bringing you all white meat chicken.
For
I
a
think
hungry boy.
And it despite it being labeled $5 fill-up, Colonel Sanders doesn't charge him,
No, he just throws it right into that man's mouth.
Unless he's going to forcibly extract $5 from him moments after.
Which, to be fair, does seem like something Robo Sanders would do.
I also like how in the very opening of this commercial, it's unclear, but it looks a little bit like a man is being mugged.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's two guys throwing a box or something. And
yeah, it's like...
I think someone gets punched. It's very unclear.
It's very unclear, but here, let me see it again.
I love the idea that Robo Sanders, despite being RoboCop, his prime directive, it's just ignore crime, feed meat.
Hungry boy needs white meat.
Which is so good. And just the cadence that he delivers, hungry boy, it's just it's so good.
It's really good. I do think we have to vote here.
Yeah.
So let's just do the same thing. We'll do our countdown, and then we'll go from there. All right, 3, 2, 1. Sanders.
Sanders.
Nice.
Yeah, easy. The Noid,
Look, we had to talk about the Noid, right? You're talking about fast food commercials. You got to bring up the Noid.
It would be a curse if not. But this commercial is so good.
Yeah.
Robo Sanders, so good. With that said,
Sanders is really good.
a finale.
Okay.
Mexican pizza,
so-
horny dog.
Horny Dog versus Colonel RoboCop. I'm torn because I don't know how RoboCop deals with Horny Dog.
Well, if you remember the movie,
Is there a scene where RoboCop deals with a horny dog?
Not a horny dog, but a regular man that has a penis.
Oh,
RoboCop shoots a guy in the dick.
that's pretty cool. That's pretty
though-
cool of RoboCop.
It's not like an exposed penis. or anything. But
Is it exposed after?
I don't think so.
Does it do the like? Because I remember when he like gets his arms blown up or whatever, it does the like classic thing where it's just like a skin banana peel kind of thing for his hands.
Yeah, that's
Does it
it's
do that?
pretty rough for him.
Does it do that with this guy's penis?
No, it doesn't. He just shoots him in the dick through his jeans. But it's like, it's also not like a significant scene. I don't know why I remember it. I probably haven't seen RoboCop in 10 years, but it's like it's ingrained in my memory. So by that count, if depending how much of RoboCop has been imbued into Robo Sanders, I could see a world where Robo Sanders just gay men's this dog. It's a pretty cute dog though, until it talks.
Then it's vaguely racist.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Matt.
What?
So RoboCop was released in 1987. Mm-hmm. The Mexican Pizza was first released in 1984. RoboCop could have eaten a Mexican pizza.
Honestly, that brand crossover would have gone mad hard, dude.
That would have been nuts. That would have been crazy. What do you think RoboCop would have thought about Mexican pizza?
Before or after he became RoboCop?
So the horny dog commercial, I think, was from the 90s.
That
so
sounds
it's
correct.
like I mean, this is before it's been tainted by horny dog.
But do you think this is before or after he becomes RoboCop?
Well, I think he could have enjoyed it before, and so I don't know how long it lasted. Like, I don't know when it went away, you know?
We're really we don't need to litigate this so hard. I'll just answer for both. Before he becomes RoboCop, he's a cop. So
that's not cool.
Yeah, we don't need to go there, man. But he has some choice words to say about the Mexican pizza. After he becomes RoboCop, anti-establishment robot cop being used by the state after he's been killed, hates big corporations overreaching. He feels no more pleasure in his life, so he would feel nothing by eating the Mexican pizza.
Wow, that's so sad.
Have you ever had a Mexican pizza? Like a Taco Bell Mexican pizza?
I have not.
They still sell them, and honestly, the image on their website still looks repulsive. You would think after, almost 40 years, they would have improved this shit.
Well, I think it came back somewhat recently, didn't it? I'm pretty sure it left, and then it's now back.
Honestly, makes sense.
Menu. Tacos. Is it specialties?
I don't know, dude. I just Googled it straight.
Wow, this sure does look like the worst possible thing.
It's only $4.99 though.
I mean, yeah, but it could have more than just like the absolute worst pre-shredded cheese on it.
Well, you can add nacho cheese for $1.
Literally looks like it's covered in
extra
ketchup.
Beans, no tomato,
like
extra cheese, extra beef, extra Mexican pizza sauce.
Have you ever had a cheese roll-up from Taco Bell?
No. Honestly, my Taco Bell havings is pretty slim. It's mostly just like the tacos.
Wow.
Yeah.
My mom is a big Taco Bell lover, so I grew up living Moss.
They're $1.69 a piece now. Damn, dude, inflation, am I right?
That's crazy. Honestly, I think that's enough to do it for me. I know what I want to vote for.
So do I.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Colonel RoboCop.
Robo Sanders.
Yes.
All right.
Hungry boy.
And he's gonna. And honestly, we should have just reviewed all 3 versions of this ad.
You know what? Maybe that's the next episode. We release a 5-minute episode where we watch all 3 of these in order.
It tells a story, a tale as old as time. Well, audience, thank you so much for listening. This was something.
This
we didn't
was.
Yeah, we didn't want to leave you guys without content for too long. Just throwing a little bit out there, and hopefully we'll tighten this up a little bit in editing.
Yeah, hopefully Jake can get the ghosts out of his computer.
We're going to call the Ghostbusters. Actually, no, we're going to call 6 different ghost shows and see which of those ghost television shows can exercise it.
Yeah, hopefully one of them.
All right, so if you're a big fan of Zach Baggins and Ghost Adventures, tweeted him that the Tough Cut needs his advice on how to get a ghost out of a computer. And if you enjoyed today's episode, why?
Oh, that's great. That's really good. That's a good one.
It's a good bit. It's a good bit. Follow us on social media at Tough Cut Pod. We're on all your favorites. Review the podcast. And we'll hopefully return to our regularly scheduled programming next week with the Alex Bracket.
Yeah, and if the next episode is titled, I don't know, like Chicken RoboCop, then you know that Jake's computer still isn't working.
Yeah, if you see in your podcast app where you're subscribed to the Tough Cut Podcast, so you get all of our uploads right away, and see that the episode's only 7 minutes long, you know what it's about.
Yeah. If you get a little notification on your feed and it's like, I don't know, probably like episode 104, RoboCop bonus episode, and then parentheses, it's Chicken RoboCop. I think you're gonna know, and it'll be our little secret. You can share it with people, and they'll have no idea, but you'll know exactly what that episode is.
Yep. Yeah. So thank you guys very much for listening, and see ya, hungry boy.